How are you? Welcome, 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 welcome. I was just watching Night Agent. Let me stop. Because I think I watched it already. I think I watched this movie already. How are you guys doing tonight? Oh, this dead. Jesus. Me can't believe say the phone is dead. Hold on. Let me charge it. Let me charge it. Me charge it. Where's everybody? Where are you guys? Where are you guys tonight? Let me love you now. Get somebody touch you. Guys, I went to drive out today and then I just turned back right back in. I just didn't even about to go on the road. I was like, I'm not dealing with this. Honestly, they really need to clean up better. I mean, my community is clean because, but it's not that clean. There's still a lot of snow. Like you can't really park on the snow on the roadway, in which that's kind of good for me because I hate when they park on the roadway and they don't park in their driveway. So you don't see no really much cars on the roadway. But it's just too. I think the road should be. From the time we had snow, I know we had some snow last night. The road should have been clean. The parking lots are so full, and then because there's still snow, there's no much parking space. And I really think I don't know what did they do with the snow though. At least they would have like a designated spot to put the snow. I don't know. I don't know what they do. But Maryland needs to clean up a little bit better. This was the first time we ever had snow. I don't know if because it's freezing, probably people don't want to go out there. But yeah. So I'm just gonna chit chat with you guys. I made some fish, but I didn't want to vlog it. I steam two fish. It didn't take me more than probably 10-15 minutes. And I said if I vlog, then I'm gonna have to be long. Who's that? Hi, my YouTube. How are you? How are you? I hope everybody is doing fine. If you're in the LA region, I hope your family is okay. Um, I hope you guys are following the whole LA fire. And if there's any donation tab or we can donate, and you can afford to donate, please, because there are a lot of family that is displaced. And when I say that's nice, it's nice to see you. When I say displaced, I mean displaced in a way, because some people, especially after this whole pandemic, there's a lot of people that they have an income, but things have gotten so expensive they really don't have a savings, and most of them don't have fire insurance. You know, they don't have fire insurance, and I just pray for them, guys. Just pray for them. It's very sad watching it, seeing people trying to save their house, watering down their properties. And I saw this couple online. The neighbors were trying to save the house, in which they actually did. They were watering it down, but the smoke that they're in, here is a like, thank you so much. The smoke that they're in, guys, is just bad. And I don't think they should, because when they were trying to out the fire, they didn't have on mask or anything. And you gotta remember our lungs, guys. Those fire. There's one guy, he was trying to out the fire, and he said he felt like he was on fire, so he sprayed himself. I know we're trying to be hero. We're trying to not say be hero, but to help our neighbors. Because one, there is no they don't have insurance, but we have to evacuate. Currently, there's 13 fatalities in LA. 13 people died in the fire so far. And I think they're still counting because there's still more fire being spread all over. It's crazy. One of the guys that I watched in an interview, he said that there always fire behind their house, but it has never gotten bad where whatever. So I mean, I think because they live on a hill, it's like that. Hey Colt, I saw your videos and I really, really love them, but I don't know why you can't comment on it, but I just liked it. But they were a real nice video in the snow. I really liked it. Welcome. So currently there are over 153,000 residents that are displaced under mandatory evacuations. And so those persons have to travel. They're going to need help with food. They're going to need help with shelter. They're going to need help with so many things, guys. So if you can afford it and you see any relief fund out there to help them, yes, Colt is a YouTuber. You definitely could follow him. You could help them. Just try your best, guys, to support them. It could be any one of us, and disaster strike anytime. And I know FEMA will be displaced out there, but before the help gets to them, guys, if you can help, please find it in your heart to donate to whatever organization. I know a lot of people don't have faith in the Red Cross, but any organization that you know can help the victim um offhand, please try and help them, guys. There's property damage, people lost their home, people lost, there's so much, but as I said, these things can be replaced. We're not worried about that. We care about the life that are saved, and we mourn the life that was lost in fire. And this is not the first time fire ever destroyed a place like that. It has never been the first time. And you know it's not, I don't think it was human fire who started the fire. I thought it was just it's just the hill that they're in. But the funny thing about it is one part of the country is undergoing snow and the other part is undergoing fire. It's just crazy. They're having water supply issues. So guys, if there's any relief fund on Amazon, I'm gonna tag it where you guys can even buy a bottle of a case of water just to donate to the cost so it can ship to wherever they're located. Please do, guys. Please do. They're running out of water to help the fires. God, it's just crazy. It's just crazy. So the fire that is in Los Angeles that are burning on all those houses, and so many people are being displaced. And I know a lot of people says, "Oh, those people out in Los Angeles, they're rich, they got money," but they're also human. And yes, you may have money, and there are people out there who are just living bills to bills. Like, not everybody is rich, not everybody has money. There are people living in Los Angeles because I have a few friends that went to my college that is out in LA, and they're chasing their dreams. I have a friend, she had come in a lot of ads even for TJ, what's her name? Tan Inson. What's her name? Cookie. Whatever. Well, I don't remember her name. Tajari Inson. She came in a commercial with her. She come in a lot of different things on, but she's just grinding. She's just trying to make a name out in LA. And for you to be out there trying to make a name and been out there for a while, I think she's out there 2 years, and for anything like that to happen is tragic. It is tragic. And so we want to keep them in your prayer. They have very strong winds out there. It's going up to 100 miles per hour. And so, there's a fire and there's a lot of wind. I don't know what caused that. I don't know. There's probably because they're so close to the ocean. So there's a fire, the wind is blowing. So that's what's spreading it from property to property, you know? And it's a lot of people try to save their home by watering it down, and some of them get to save their house. but there are some of them that are not so lucky. And I would not want somebody to be up there because they don't have fire insurance trying to save their house and lose their life because these neighbors that I saw was trying to save their neighbor's house. The smoke that they were inhaling, they better go to the emergency room because there was so much smoke. It was just crazy. Um, Also, I know that there is an insurance crisis out there. A lot of residents, their home is not insured against fire. I mean, we live in Maryland. We don't really have hurricane or tornadoes. So most of the times when you're insuring your property, you don't insure for that because it's so expensive and you don't really get affected by those stuff. But it can happen. But there's a lot of persons, homeowners out there who are experiencing um a crisis because they did not have fire insurance, right? So just imagine some people still paying mortgage on those properties. I know that the president has signed some relief for them that he's going to help them, but he's coming out of office, you know? And so just try, guys. If you can't help financially, just help with prayers because they're experiencing. Good evening. Hi, Barbara. How are you? Yes, they're experiencing the loss is estimated 20 billion to almost 20. Insurance loss is about 20 billion, and the total economical loss in LA is 50 billion. We're gonna be impacted, guys. Everybody in this country will be impacted, whether we're affected or not affected. We're gonna be impacted at some way or another. I mean, three-quarter of LA is destroyed. I am well. It's horrible. I stopped watching the news. It's so sad. It is sad. It is so, so sad. I was just telling them a while ago, I saw the family vacated the home, but the neighbors know them very well. So because the house next door was on fire, their house got saved. So they came and they turned the water on, and they were watering down the house, right? Because the wind was blowing so hard, and they were just spraying water. But the house didn't caught on fire. But they were in that smoke because the fire was coming and they were just trying to water with those little hose. One of the time the guy turned the pipe on him because he said he thought he was on fire. That's how close he was to the fire. But I'm like, I know they're trying to do a good deed, but I'm wondering, is it really worth it? Because all that smoke in your lungs, it can affect you. It can. And when the property owner came, they're like, "Oh, it's okay. I mean, I'm happy our house didn't burn down, but we have fire insurance. So whichever way, we'd be fine." But I'm talking about those neighbors who were really trying to save their neighbor's house. That can affect them long term. That was a lot of smoke. When I tell you, it was, and they didn't have no mask on, no nothing. It's just sad, guys. It's just sad. But the good thing is, President Biden has approved a federal disaster assistance to support the firefighters. I don't think they have enough firefighters out there. And it's so funny that Canada, when they had their fire, there were so many people trying to help. In America, I know that we need our firefighters too, everybody. But I think that there should be more relief, but there's no water. There's no water to that's the problem that you're facing. There's a water shortage. And the manpower, some of the firefighters have not sleeping. And so we got to give thanks for those people who are risking their life, the firefighters, the police officers, because even though that is happening, we have to think about that. There's still people out there who are looting, right? In the height of a disaster, this always happens. There are always chaos that comes with it because people are vacating or evacuating their expensive home. And people know that they're not there. And this is a perfect opportunity because they might burn to go grab something from these persons lost. Um, But we got to remember the families of the firefighters who have not been home, who are not able to see their loved ones because of this. Um, the National Guard is also deployed out there, and Mexico is helping. I heard that Canada is sending some relief, so that's good. But they have to fly back to the airport to full. I only see one airplane so far. I think they need way more than one airplanes because of how strong the winds are. And some of the houses are already burnt, so the firefighters they just leave it and try to go to somewhere else that probably just started. But whichever way, they're have to be they all gonna need help. Um, but if you have anybody out there who's like Gabs, if you have anyone out there, they have to take public measures because life is important and it cannot be replaced. I mean, the cars are gone, the house are gone. I got it. It hurts. It hurts. It hurts, and my prayers are with them. But once we got life, that's all that matters. Job lost everything. He lost his kids. He lost everything in a day. It's like that. You cannot you can just imagine his house collapse, his animals die. It was hard for him, right? It was very hard for him. But he one thing he never did, he never lose hope in God. And so this is the time for those parents who are experiencing this loss. If you are hearing me, just don't forget that God is there with you, and there's gonna be a way. He's gonna provide for you guys. And I would just like everybody in the United States just to have some sympathy on these people, and as much as we can help with whatever relief program there is, especially water, guys. Water is very important. We should do that because residents are facing gridlock traffic. Some of them had to leave their cars because the entryway where they're trying to exit is blocked off with fire. So they had to run out of their cars just to save their life because they probably did not take the warning right away, right? So if anybody out there is experiencing this, right, even though there's ongoing effort, you're not alone. The entire United States and myself is with you. Um, I watch the news, but I don't watch it that often. But I don't want to sit here and act like, everything is okay when it's not, because there's no way a part of the United States is suffering while another part is okay. And we're going to sit here and ignore like it's not even happening. I mean, if it was happening in another country, it would be on the news and we would be concerned. So we have to be concerned about our 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 people. Hold on. Sorry. So if you find any relief program out there to help, um, as long as it's legitimate, I'm gonna tell you some of the relief programs that are out there. I know FEMA is out there, but FEMA takes a very long time, guys. So I pray one day I never have to go in a disaster because FEMA, they definitely um, take their own little time. But they also have the California Fire Relief Fund, and it provides financial aid and for the essential services. And so if we can definitely donate to the cafirefoundation.org, that would be awesome. It it would be awesome, because they're out there risking their life. There's a califund.org, and they deal with wildfires. I think that even though my thoughts no of what they should have been doing is not going to help the situation, but I have a lot of thoughts about things. A lot of things could have happened out there A whole lot of things could have been happen out there, but there are a lot of shelters out there, and for people to evacuate to. I know it's not home, but it's a temporary relief. I know there's a lot of persons buying out hotel rooms for family. But if you do have someone out there, please check on them, guys. Check on them. Just check in. Even if they're not affected, the air quality out there is not good. It's not good. I know the American Red Cross. I'm saying the Jamaican Red Cross. Jamaica's in my mind, but the American Red Cross. They support with food. They support with shelter. Um, give them a try, guys. Just give them a try. And let me see what there's. There's also a community initiative. I'm looking at it. It's dreamcenter.org. They're offering emergency shelter. They're offering emergency shelter out there. So if you guys could donate to them, that is great. And if you are someone who knows someone who has been affected by the wildfire, consider reaching out to these organizations. And even if you don't even know anybody out there, the organization that I just listed, everybody can remember Red Cross. Consider reaching out to these organizations to see how can I help. I may only have $10. I may only have $5. But reach out to them and try to provide something to support the effort. And, you know, yeah. So that's my little take right there. I know it's depressing because it's all over the news everywhere, but they're also in my heart and they're in my mind. And for those 13 people who lost their life and counting, because there's still people out there who get evacuation and still gonna say, I'm gonna sleep tonight because it's not gonna come, and some of them didn't get a chance to wake up. So tell them to use their resources. Yeah. So that's my little take on LA crisis that they are experiencing out there. And not to depress you a lot, but it would be unfair if I just come on my platform and ignore the fact that a part of America is suffering right now. And so there are several victims and there are firefighters who are out there. So we just have to show our love and support, guys. We're all in this together. I know that I have followers from California. I'm not sure exactly where they are outside, if their area is being affected. But even if it's not affected, they're affected by the air quality. And so I'll encourage to stay inside if you're not affected, because them smoke there, they ain't good for your lungs. And the funny thing about it is, guys, I live in Maryland. When the Canadian, remember that fire that went out in Canada? Outside in Maryland, we had the smoke right here. Do you know how far Maryland is from Canada? And for outside to be smoked up and the air quality was so bad, it is crazy. And so with the amount of wind that they got going on in California, just know that everybody there is affected. They're all affected. This is a deadly fire. The fire is bad, but the smoke is also bad too. Yeah. So I don't want to bore you all with the whole fire thing, but how are you guys doing tonight? It was nice to see you, Miss Barbara. Are you traveling? I know it's snowing um, on this side, while there's fire on the other side. Are you taking any loads out during the season? If you are, I just want you to stay safe, because the road, them with little snow, them don't know how to drive, especially if you have to drive through Atlanta. Oh, you have been traveling. I'm praying for safe traveling journey with you. Look out for the one I'm afraid of the big truck. Watch out for the big truck. Little snow, them afraid of the truck, and they already scared of the big trucks. You're in Wyoming heading to Nevada. Oh, hmm. Wyoming. I wish I would like take me some water from Wyoming. Their water tastes so good. Have you ever tried their water up there? Wyoming water is just their water is just so nice, guys. Let me tell you something about Wyoming. So their hospital, um, it's like a little Arawak. They look like more Indian slash Spanish. Some little short people with real long hair. Span. They look like a Native American slash Spanish, and they have like they build their buildings like just like how back in the days they would build it like a hut setting. Even a hospital is like that, bro. But the water is so good up there. But up in those mountains, especially this time of the year, the road is icy, very icy. And so Miss Barbara is out there, she's working. And so let's just keep her in our prayers while she traveled back home. Drop her thing off and then travel back home. He said, "No, I haven't tried it. I just drink my water. I have in the truck spring water." No, you should grab whenever time you going back through. If you go back that way, because I know that's up in the mountain, right? So if you travel back that way, just grab you some bottles of water out there. I'm telling you, their water, like it is the best tasting water I've ever tasted, guys. And I was like, why does the water taste so good? Probably because they're so high up in the mountain. Yeah, they're high up in the mountain. I can barely breathe when I'm up there. Oh yes. It's bad weather, so I stop for the night. Yeah. Be safe. Um, Not only because they have bad drivers, when the roads are icy, it's hard, bro. This morning I had Pilates, and so I got up. They said it was going to snow. So I got up early because I was like, if it's snow, I probably have to shovel. And I got up, I checked the security camera. I see my car covered with snow, right? And I was going to get ready to go because I was like, I'm going to go out there, I'm going to get ready to go. Um, so I tried to get the car to detail. It was frozen. And I said to myself, are you going to take yourself to Pilates at 7 o'clock in the morning and the roads are ice and run off the road and kill yourself, unalive yourself, you know, just to go to Pilates? Is it really worth it? And so I had to think consciously to say, I'm not going to Pilates. I'm just not. I'm not going. I'm not getting up 5, 6 o'clock in the morning to go to Pilates on a high sea road, and then some. So I canceled it, even though I would be penalized because you know that there are people gonna still go. Yeah, Pilates at home. I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything. I'm gonna go on Monday. I didn't do no Pilates at home. I have two. Pilates for me is like therapy. Um, it's definitely like therapy for me. And so I'm away. That's the time I get to spend. I have an hour with myself to stretch, exercise, and I only think about me. I don't have a phone. I don't have nothing. It's just only about me. So I'm able to connect with myself. So if I do Pilates inside the house, it's not the same because you're going to hear mommy, my phone ringing. So I'm still not connecting. So that's why I definitely enjoy going out. But the person who I want to do Pilates with, she's real, real good, and she starts early in the morning. So that's why. So on Monday, I'm gonna have to go with some other people, but it is what it is. Hopefully, the snow, it stopped. Hopefully, we don't get no more snow. I don't think we're gonna get no more snow here over here for a while. I'm praying that we don't, and we get some rain to kind of like wash away some of the ice that are out there. Because I was going out today to go buy some stuff to make soup. And so when I went outside, my car looked like it was melting off and it looked so good. But then my windscreen was frozen. I was like, you know what? I'm not dealing with this today. I said I'm not dealing with this. There's some things that I'm not dealing with. I'm like, hey, so I just came back, steamed 2 fish for my husband, and yeah, I said I'm not dealing with that at all. Sometimes we just gotta measure the risk. Oftentimes I always tell people this. Before you do something, you see Miss Barbara is traveling and she said I pull over to rest because the road is not in a good condition. I'll tackle this tomorrow in the daytime. Um
Mm-hmm.
Oftentimes people they'll come to that gray area, they come to that fork of the road, and then they just say, "Oh, no, I got to get to where I got to get to. I want to get back home on time." And they just ignore what their inner thoughts is telling them, and it causes problem. And so this morning, I say, don't be going out there at 7 o'clock in the morning for Pilates on an icy road. It's not a good thing to do, you know. And so I just say, I'm not going. I'm not going. I didn't go. In which I had cupcakes. So that I just had a cupcake a while ago. I did. I had a slice of, not really pizza, but a little slice of pizza. Not pizza, but the cheese stick. So I did everything. I did everything that I wasn't supposed to do. And I don't really love sweets, but it was like, let me tell you, it's like temptation. Cause Gabby have a whole refrigerator of cupcakes out there. And I was like, these cupcakes gonna be here till the trash because my daughter bought me a cake from November. It's still in the fridge. It needs to be trashed. You're on a diet. I am on a diet too. But then I saw the cheese. They bought pizza, but they had some cheese stick from Papa John. And I was like, let me just get a little piece here. Even though I'm not supposed to be eating cheese, but let me get a little piece of this. And then that wasn't that wasn't bad enough. Hear my mind now. So if you get just one cupcake and you just don't eat the icing, then it would be good. And so I got the cupcake. And let me tell you how I get the cupcake. I got the cupcake like I was measuring it. So I break off a little piece and I was like, it's not sweet. Then I break off another little piece. And then I was on the phone talking to my husband. How about I found myself eating the icing? Isn't that what I said I wasn't gonna do? So I said, you know what? I'm not eating all this icing. I'm gonna trash it. I'm telling you, when you're on a diet, I think you are tempted the most to want to break. Anybody have ever been on a diet? Like you could be eating clean. You could be eating so clean without being on a diet. Once you tell yourself you're on a diet, it's like it restricts you from not wanting the things that sometimes you probably wouldn't eat if you weren't on a diet. You probably wouldn't go order no cupcakes if you weren't on a diet. But because now you're on a diet, all your mind is thinking about, like from the other day, I was like, oh my God, I need some ice cream. And I said I need some ice cream and I talk out loud, right? My husband said to me, the funny thing about it is, you're the one who's on a diet. So you're really going to talk about, because ice cream was in the refrigerator. And so I said, oh no, I'm not going to eat. I'm not going to eat ice cream. I came upstairs, went back downstairs. Gabby took her ice cream out, but she says that the ice cream had the nuts on it and she didn't want it. So I said, okay, let me bite it up. Look at my husband. So I had to stop biting it. I just stopped biting it. I said, Gabby, let me just try to use a knife or something and cut this off and put it in the trash. It is bad. It is bad, guys. And I've seen a lot of improvement, but I've never wanted to do bad diet like this before, like how I feel right now. Like this is the time that I'm so tempted to eat bad. Normally, I'll be like, I'll eat like, try to eat good. No, all I want to do, guys, is just eat bad. I want chocolate. I want ice cream. This little girl, what does she want on me? Want from me? I want chocolate. I want ice cream. I want everything. I want everything I don't need. And I don't need it. I just want it. Hold on, guys. Let me see what this child wants. What do you want? Mommy, what is... show your camera. Show yours, show hers. Oh my goodness. What is that? A poster. It's your fidget board. Now, can I show her mine now? Yeah. Okay. It's a poster. Mommy? Mommy? Yeah. Ooh. That is so sweet. I've been definitely working on this. Wait, show her yours again. Ooh. She said, I will read, I can read, I will write. What is that? What else does that say? I will be smart. I will be smart. I will be brave. You will be brave? Mm-hmm. Good job. Mommy, do you like our boards? It's beautiful. Thank you. Mommy, for real, do you like our board? It is beautiful. Rate mine and then rate Gabby's. 10. 10. Mine's a 10? Yeah. What's Gabby's? 10. Oh, she gave you a 0. No, I gave her a 10. Gave you a 0. A 10. All right, I'm on my life. I'm on my life. Don't do that to my child. She did well. Bring it upstairs, baby. No, bring it upstairs. Yeah, hang it up in your room. Miss Barbara says hi, girls. Want to say hi? Say hi, Gabby. Hi. Say hi. Hi. Shello, you can't see. Oh, you can't see? Yeah. All right, girls. Just bring it upstairs. Gabby, okay. Bring her stuff upstairs. Okay. Okay, bye. Bye. Bye, Mommy. Love bye. You. I love you too. I look at some old pictures and it helped me to stay on diet. I wish that was helping me. First I said I was going to do vegan. And then I said, if I go do vegan, when you're doing vegan, you have to have all the right nutrients or you're going to lose muscles in the wrong place. And then I remember the pain that I felt in my hand when I was vegan. And I said, I don't want to experience that. And for the very first week, I did juicing. I did well. I was already eating clean. And I was portion sizing my food, Oh, you're vegetarian. That's pretty. But now that you're vegetarian, don't it tempt you to want to eat meat? Well, not for me. Like when I was vegan, for like the first 2 weeks, I kind of like was craving meat. But after a month, trust and believe me, I had no interest in meat. Like, because with being vegan, it's like I wanted crab cakes, and there's a restaurant not far from me who sell vegan crab cakes. And boy, it hit all my crab cravings that I was having. That's the only thing I couldn't get in vegan. And so, oh my God, it hit the crab cravings that I was having. And it's like that part of it was just good. So me and my husband, I got him going to that restaurant too. Me and my husband, we would go there, and I would get the crab mac and cheese, and then I would get the crab cakes, burgers, and they were so good. You have been vegetarian for 10 years. So what supplement do you use in regards, like for me, I was vegan, so I started having issues with my wrist. It's more like carpal tunnel, but it's more severe. It was mainly coming from this part. What do you use as a supplement for stuff like that? Because for me, everything else was good. It was just that both my hands, I couldn't open nothing. It's like my hands were not strong enough to open anything. But health wise, I felt better. I was lighter, not just lighter in physique, I was also lighter in how I feel. I was less tired being vegan. I was less tired. Oh, yeah, you eat a lot of fruits and beans. Also, the fruits, because of the sugar, um, I try not to eat. I eat fruits, but I try not to keep it as a daily thing because of the sugar that are inside the fruits. But the bean is good. The bean is absolutely good. One of the beans that I like chickpeas. So I always love chickpeas in my salad. And I curry the chickpeas. I bought the jackfruit. Oh my God. And I brown stewed the jackfruit. Oh my God, so good, guys. It's so good. It's so good. It is so good. It's so pretty. They look like you. Ali looks like me, but Gabby looks like Dad. Yeah. So I want to otherwise than the cupcake that I ate today. I want to make healthy choices. Eat a lot of fruit. So I know kiwi is good for you. So I love kiwi. Pineapples. What type of some of the fruits you eat? Oh yeah, the black beans. Black beans was definitely a part. I make black bean burgers. I used to make my own black bean burgers, which is so good. I love black beans. I never really tried the lentils that much, but the pinto beans is amazing. But I didn't try the lentils that much. But who knows? Things are so expensive though. For me to go fully vegan, it's gonna cost me a lot. It's vegan is a lifestyle. It is a lifestyle. It costs me a lot to buy the stuff. I don't know. But they have vegan cake. That's what I love. They got some vegan cake. And I love it. Oh, dragon fruit, yeah. Dragon fruit and granola for dinner. Ooh, I love dragon fruit. Some of the dragon fruits though are not even sweet though, but I love dragon fruits. Oh my God. So granola and dragon fruit. When you say that, no, I'm thinking about an acai bowl, like mixing up some chai seed with the dragon fruit, with some ice, some bananas, blueberries, um, strawberries, and just blend them together and just make me an acai bowl. Yes, I feel like I want some acai bowl right now, Miss Barbara. Um, Salad earlier with a lot of avocado. So, in which I'm not listening to that doctor. So, I was telling a doctor that I started seeing about 6 months ago, that I was having a lot of vertigo issue, right? And so I was telling him that I think my vertigo is coming from my ear because I went to a doctor a few years ago and they washed my ear out because they said I had wax. And ever since I've been having vertigo. So he's like, vertigo is not a diagnosis. Vertigo has to deal with, the food you eat. You probably need to stop eating so much avocado because I love avocado, onions, stuff, whatever. So I eliminated all of those things from my diet because this man was telling me all the things I'm not supposed to eat. And he said, you probably stop having headache or whatever. How about, guys, the whole time my sinus was infected, right? It was just not, it just wasn't affecting me yet. And only to find, I'm listening to this man and I end up in the emergency room because I have a ear infection and my sinus was infected. Yeah, you know. And I said, you know what? Every time I went to that doctor, I end up paying $150 as copay. What is that? My clothes is not showing. You can't see anything right here. Come look at the camera. You can't see anything. My clothes is not. Guys, can you see in between my shirt? Probably from where you are, but not from right here. Nobody's not seeing in between my. Guys, can you see in between my clothes right here? Because the camera's in front of me. Nobody's seeing it. Hey, Martin, how are you? Are you having here? Yeah, so even now, I'm expected to see the doctor in a new doctor in 2 weeks because it's very hard to see an ENT specialist. But I didn't want to see a nurse practitioner. I wanted to see a doctor. And because now if I blow, I can feel it in this ear. It's just this ear. I can feel it in this ear. You know the spray that I put in, I can once I spray it in my nose, I can feel it in this ear. So I'm not crazy. I know that something is going on. So I'm not going back to that doctor any at all. Because all I think is about is just money, 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 and do natural remedies. So what are some of the natural remedies? I have this thing called Mulletin, something like that. I have the drops, and I have the oregano oil that I take at night. So I do feel a little bit better. Put apple cider vinegar in your ear. Ooh, I can do that? Okay. Like do drops in my ear? But sometimes my ear is so clogged. I'm scared. Okay, you wasn't looking at my choice of clothes. Yeah, I mean, nobody's, I mean, he's thinking that probably from the angle that he's looking, he probably be seeing inside my clothes, but right here, you're not seeing anything. Mm-mm. Drink honey and cinnamon. Okay. So I drink honey every single morning with dandelion tea so I can add cinnamon to it. I can do that. Absolutely. Ush. But this spray that they've been giving me to put in my nose is, you know, the funny thing about it is I've never ever had sinus issue. That's something that I always see my husband deal with. I never ever had it. So I don't know ever since I started working at home what is going on, but I need to probably get out the house. I never given my kids medicine from doctor. My husband don't take medicine from doctor. He go to the doctor tell him he's sick and he needs to take this. He hear what the doctor says and guess what he does? What are you looking for? Well, can you wait? You need a remote? All right, so are you evicting me from here? All right, guys. So I think I'm gonna be I'm evicted from here. So let me go and just sit in here because as soon as he comes, he has to move everything. Let me sit out here on this sit in here out here on this sofa while I talk to you guys. Cause, ooh, what is that? Why does it feel so cold? Jesus, when I'm picking out all this, oh, Jesus, gosh, I don't know when I'm picking out. Yes, so, or the sofa is just cold. I think the sofa is just cold. Yeah. Um. Yeah, he never takes the medicine. When he goes to the doctor and they give it to him, he never takes it. But with me the other day, because literally I couldn't breathe, so I had to use the breathing treatment that they give me. I really had to. I could not breathe. It was so difficult, and I lost my voice. Journey of my life is the one who told me to buy this candy that numbs my throat so I could talk. And the doctor had told me not to talk for 5 days. So I waited till 5 days before I start taking the candy. That's how I get to talk back. I don't want to experience that again, you know. So raw honey, mix honey, cinnamon together. like a paste and take it like syrup. Oh, okay. So you mean cinnamon powder? In which I do have cinnamon powder. I have not even taken no. Ever since I've been sick, I have not taken any vitamins. I didn't take any vitamins because I want to see the ENT doctor first to find out what's going on before I actually start taking the vitamins. You know, but I'm definitely gonna try that because I have the cinnamon powder too. I have the stick and I have the powder. My husband sent to me. I see Chef Ricardo from England. He posted about using pimento seed with ginger, onion, and cinnamon leaf. So that's bay leaf to boil and to drink. And he sent it to me today. And he's like, "Oh, you're gonna try that?" And I was like, "No, the fact that the onion is in there, I don't think I'm gonna try that." He's like, "I think you should try it." I was like, "Well, my cough is gone though, so that's a good thing. I don't have the cough anymore." I think I will try the cinnamon though. My kids are 16, 14, and 12. Thank the Lord they rarely get sick. That is so nice. I have one child out of all my kids. Was Lorena? I've I've Lorena been sick before? I don't even know. I don't ever remember or recall that child ever been sick. Never been. I don't know what it is. I never recall. Like right now, my daughter. I'm gonna tell her to take the honey and cinnamon because my daughter works in a hospital, and so she came home sick. No, she's home early. She's sick. I was like, girl, don't bring anything in here. Because you know this whole neurovirus is going around. She's like, mommy, no. It was like, I don't want it in here. But I'm gonna tell her to take the honey with the cinnamon, sprinkle the cinnamon powder on it. But these kids, they don't listen. But I'm definitely gonna take it for myself though, because I can still feel like there's something. Do it 3 times a day. Ooh, that's sweet. 3 times a day. Probably I'm gonna have to take a little tiny spoon. So that's sweet. But I'm gonna try it. I'll definitely try it. Will it help with my hair infection? Because that's one thing I think is still there. It's not hurting me as bad anymore. Because now I can touch it. You see? I'm squeezing it. I can touch it. Before, I couldn't touch it. I couldn't even sleep on that side. Like, if I drink, though, so I don't like to drink. If I'm drinking, I could hear something going like, you know, like you're diving and you hear that bubble, like you're under there breathing. That's what I hear my hair saying every time. Every time I drink something, I could hear that bubbles like going through my ears. Yeah, I'm gonna try it. So if I pour the apple cider drops in my ears, will it affect my vertigo? Because that's what I'm scared of. I have bad vertigo. Oh, so dip the apple cider in a cotton ball and just stuff my ears with it. Okay. Do I have apple cider downstairs? I think I do. Yeah, I have apple cider vinegar. I think I do. I think I have a bottle. A small bottle. Okay, I'm gonna try that because I had to put cotton ball in my ears the other day because like no, I wear a hat around the house, a white hat. If I don't have it on tonight because I just don't feel as bad. But I keep the hat over my ear so that it can stay warm, you know. But I'm definitely gonna try the cotton ball. Thank you for that. So my issue is if I never was affected by sinus infection before in my entire life, what could just trigger that all of a sudden? Like, where did that come from? Like, it had to come from somewhere. It just didn't just automatically just happen like that overnight. You know what I mean? Or because I had the vertigo, it was about to happen. But it just never really occurred. You know. Thank you so much for the tips, Miss Barbara. I love you. Safe journey. I'll be checking to see you to see where you reach, so you can get home safe to the little ones. And just keep your eyes out for those idiots out there. And praying for you to get to your location and to get back to Ohio soon. I love you and have such a good night, Miss Barbara. Yes. But I'm definitely gonna try the cotton ball with this with the apple ciders, and I'm gonna tomorrow morning. I'm gonna take a teaspoon before I drink some tea. I'm definitely gonna try it. Yes, I'm gonna wait until I reach an hour. So I'm 55 minutes. I have a few more minutes with you guys. Yeah. So what's going on with you guys where you are? Is it cold? Is the road icy? Is it freezing over like it is in Maryland? Especially this time. You don't want to pour any water on the floor because just know say you're gonna bust your head tomorrow. Like if you pour like today, I had that bucket they had in the garage with some water, and I just pour it where the plants are because I'm like I don't want to bust my head. Make that pool water sound again. Me no remember how you make it. Me never know say that here now. You see, oh you come and come. Me no remember how you make it. Maybe your aircon is on. Maybe your aircon. So where I'm at, I'm in the sitting area upstairs. So I'm close to the washroom. So you might hear the washer right now. But that's not what Chef Chevy's talking about. He's talking about I just make a sound like when I drink. I hear like I'm diving on the water. But when I make the sound again, come in remember. Chef Chevy said I've been here. Me can't bother with you know. Mr. McCam, Chef Chevy, is your road freezing over down there? Because I heard that you were supposed to get more snow last night than we did. We didn't get a lot of snow, but we get a lot of ice, like freeze over. Is the roads down there clear? Because Maryland needs to do a little bit better. I was me trying to go to the international store today. Once I go and I saw how frozen some spots of the roads are, I said, where the international store is, I have to drive down a hill. And there is a snow route where sometimes you go over there and that is blocked off. Some now but going away. Me go in the day when it's warm up a little bit. I'm gonna take the other way because me no want I had Gabby in the car. I just didn't feel safe driving with Gabby in the car with how the road looked, you know. Oh, you get off at 11. You've been working late this week. This week. The new year start you out to work late. And then how you reach the bed at 2 a.m. in the morning? When you get home, you don't sleep? Or you work overtime? So you got home at 2. Anytime you got my bed at 2 o'clock in the morning or 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm going to get up with a headache. Tomorrow morning, guys, I'm going to get up early. Because I'm going to get up and I'm going to season my chicken to come back and cook in the evening. I'm going to think I might cook the rice and peas before I'm going. Clove works too. You can try blending some clove and make an airdrop. So how do I do that? So what do I blend the cloves with? Because me notice you can use clove in a tea, in which I do drop clove in my tea. So when I make the dandelion, I drop Drop some cloves in there. I forgot to say that. But how do you blend it up? Because it's dry, so you have to put something on it in order for it to drop. It now just can blend and just drop in your ear like that. But what I did was I put the clove in the tea, which it tastes good. The clove definitely tastes good in the tea. It doesn't taste bad. My mother told me about, cold salt. She said I must smell it, even though you really not smell nothing. But she said I must put my nose over the bag every day, and eventually I see the cold salt like vanish away, but it will definitely heal my sinus. But I probably did it when I was real sick, but I haven't did it since. Because those cold salt that I had it for years, and I'm like, those things are old. So I need to buy some fresh one at Amazon. I had it for like probably 15 years. I'm like, that could not be good. I had it in a pantry for how long? So I didn't feel safe using that. But I know the mullein, that's what it's called, mullein drops. When I put it under my tongue, guys, I have a burst of energy. I, I so much mucus. Even right now, I don't have any mucus, but if I put it in my mouth and drink some water, the amount of mucus my body would bring out is crazy. So I know that's definitely good. Definitely good. All right, guys. So we reach 1 hour, and I want to say thank you, guys. And as I said, my initial stage, what I was talking about was California, the persons affected out there. They have water shortage out there. So if you come across anything on Amazon where they're doing a relief, like sending water stuff, buy a food item, and you can afford it, if it's even $5, please help our brothers and sisters. They might be rich, but when disaster strike, every little help really matters. Not having a home and not having any insurance, fire insurance, matters. And so let's be human and care about our brothers. And if we can donate anything, just pray for them. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut right here. Well, your homeboy says, Chef Debbie, that he told them to build reservoirs of water and in several locations, and nobody listened to him. So, which that's one little thing that I can agree on. Yeah, that really did make sense. It did make sense. If he had made that proposal, knowing that you always have so much wildfire, that definitely should have been considered. I know the man talk a lot of foolishness, but that whole reservoir stuff. But yes, they didn't do it. They did not make the right call. They didn't do the right thing. They didn't listen to what he had to say. In the beginning, the mayor didn't listen. Now they have water shortage. The fire is spreading. Sarcastically, the fire does not travel all through the United States till it reach up here. In which I doubt that could ever happen, but you never know, You never know. But that could happen. It will die in Tennessee. By the time it reaches Tennessee mountain, it probably die because up there is real cold. But hey, who knows? Can fire catch in a cold place? I don't know. I don't know. You and my husband must be twins. Are you guys twins? Who do I twin? Like you guys share the same viewpoints in when I said everything, Chevy, yeah, same viewpoints with everything. The same viewpoints. Yeah, on that one, I can agree with him. I can agree with him when he told them that they needed to build those water reservoirs, which makes sense. If they have always been having fire outbreak, I know in Jamaica, we do have that. We have fire outbreaks up in the mountain too. It happened. I remember one time we're going to St. Mary, and we saw a fire caught up in the mountain while we're going up in the hill. That was scary. And it's hard when those wildfires start. Are always some dry parts, and when it starts, it's hard to catch. Um, he said maybe. I think so. On a lot of things, you guys have the same viewpoints on a lot of things. But hopefully, without pointing any blame, who did what and who didn't do what. Hopefully, we have a lot of. I know the National Guard is deployed down there, and I know that California Fire Department, they're out of water. They're out of water. So close to the ocean, but still out of water. Girl in the show. So yes. Yeah. Yeah. But I was watching some stuff that they talk about the Simpsons predicted. I used to watch the Simpsons all the time. I haven't watched it in a long time. I remember my sister was telling me, she's like, hey, when with the whole election stuff, she's like, girl, I already know who's gonna win. Like she was literally saying that. I was like, why? She said, oh, the Simpsons already predicted. I was like, what are you talking about? What? She's like, oh yeah, if whatever the Simpsons predict, it always happen. So today I was watching the whole Simpson prediction, and I was like, okay, makes sense now. Just cause of smelt fish. Yes. I was just saying I don't have a cough. I don't know what that cough, where that cough came from. Didn't have one. Um, yeah, but just stay safe. And if you have people living out there, just check on them. Check on them, make sure that they're safe. If they need something and we can help them, try. You always tell me that. The last time, did never take care of it. Because I was trying to treat something while I had bronchitis. But what my sister was telling me today is she's like, when you have bronchitis, you need not to stress because it will come back. Is that true? She's like, if you're stressing, then it can come back. I don't know how factual that is, but that's what she texted me today. She's like, hey, don't let those kids stress you out because um bronchitis can rear core back with stress. So I'm gonna research it. I didn't even look it up. I'm gonna research it on here and see. Yeah, I didn't know that one. I was like, definitely, I'm not gonna make these little rugrats stress me out. But I'm gonna look it up. But guys, what do you want with me? What do you want with me? Like, no, really, I truly, like, seriously, right now, this man is. I'm in the room. He comes and says he's turning on the TV. I'm out here in the living room. He still come out here for come antagonize my nerve. Can you believe that, guys? And I go in there. I don't like tonight is the night. I don't want to be bothered by nobody, bro. Hi, Gerard. How are you? But I'm gonna go because I'm gonna go to bed because I gotta get up. I want to cook early in the morning. If I don't cook dinner, I'm gonna season up the meat, but I want to make some breakfast because I want the girls to eat before they go to our congregation meeting. So I'm trying to work on that. I'm trying to be for 2025 to make sure they have something to eat because this whole eating out with this neurovirus, me not do it in a 2025 because yeah. But I love you guys. Hopefully I can see you guys in the morning when I'm in the kitchen. It may be too early for some of you, but if you don't catch me in the morning, you'll definitely catch me in the afternoon when I'm finishing up. Oh, Chef Chevy, what me just tell us a while ago? What me just tell us a while ago? But I swear. What me just tell us that? Like literally, Chef Chevy, when my husband come home, he calls my, like sometimes the man call my name, to sometimes even if he has something to say to me, me not answer. The only time he comes in, he doesn't call my name if he's upset with me. Then you not hear him call my name. But if he's not upset, he calls my name every 5 minutes. Like seriously, babes, come look on this. Look on something here now. Look on a video. Hey, babes, babes. Sometimes he's talking and I don't even listen. I just ignore him. I was like, he's like, you know, hear me I call you? No, I don't hear you call me. Good. Go there, room and lock the door and leave me alone. Leave me alone, mister. Leave me alone. Chevy. Me can't talk to you, you know. Me can't talk to you because me can't talk to you, Chevy. Me can't. Me cannot. But me I tell O'Neill, leave me alone. Leave me alone. But I'm hungry, but I don't want to eat. I don't know. I made the fish for him, but I don't know. I'm hungry, but I don't want to eat. Yet time to go because by 5 more minutes, I'm gonna call a phone here. Hey, you know, come off of the phone now, but come home, you know. Like, yeah. That's why I like when me and him mad at each other. He don't bother me. He doesn't bother me at all. But I'm gonna leave you guys because in the next 5 minutes, I'm gonna come out here, so come tell me, hey, you know, come off of the phone, come let's go watch a movie. I mean, I don't want to watch no movie. I don't want to watch no movie. I don't want to have no conversation. I just want to go to sleep. That's what I want to do. I want to go to sleep. I'm not Journey. I can't. I can't boost your hand up. No. My love Journey, see, my love her. Sometimes in the bed, I need to turn out. Hey, turn on the phone, man. I would have said I listen to her all the time. She felt funny, bro. Journey is funny, funny, funny. But I'm gonna go, my love. I love you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. If I don't catch you in the morning, I'll catch you guys in the afternoon. I love you always, guys. Remember to subscribe to Chef Chevy TV. Martin JATW. He's in Taiwan. And thank you so much. Thank you everybody for watching. I'm gonna try Miss Barbara or something tomorrow morning. First thing in the morning. First thing in the morning. Bye. Love you.